two inputs are provided. I call sign, S-I-G-N, sign function, A1 as the argument, -1, and sign function A2 is the argument, 1 plus 1. It simply gives me -1 if the given number is negative, +1 if the given number is positive. Nothing else. The result of sign function would be either -1 or +1 to determine this sign of the given number. Then SQRT. Some common numbers. Square root of 4 is. I like your silence. Square root of 4 is. Great. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 16 is 4. I like your mathematical skills and I like your silence. I like how deeply you start thinking about numbers. It's all in the 6th standard mathematics. I think we are we have become grown-ups. We don't remember anything in the schools, anything from the schools. Okay, my SQRT, bracket open, A3. It's 2. Sorry. Control D. This is 3. SQRT of 16. For 16, square root is 4. Simple. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 into 3 should be 9. 4 into 4 should be 16. It's all simple. Okay. Done. Square root is the number which is multiplied twice to get the given number. Okay. Then subtotal. Subtotal is similar to sum, whereas instead of taking a full sum, you may take a subtotal. That is partial total, and then take it to another page for subtotaling again. Okay. When the number of pages for amounts or any other value goes very large, you have a table which goes up to 50 pages and you wish to get the total of all the amounts entered in the 50 pages. You may not be able to use the sum formula and provide everything at the end. For each page, you have to provide some total. It's called subtotal and it's similar to sum. You provide a subtotal. It means you provide a page-wise total or whatever. Okay, partial total, subtotal. Then subtotal, sum. Sum is the total. Sum is the total summation of given numbers. Total, entire sum, entire total. Okay, it's sum. We have already used sum. Sum. Didn't we use sum? Equals sum for calculating the total amount of purchase from our ice cream shop. Then sum if will not total all the values. It will total values with given condition. With given condition. I'll show you how. Sum SQ, sum of squares of given numbers. It will not sum the numbers directly. It will square the given numbers and sum them up. Sum SQ. Trunk. What is trunk? Trunk. TRUNC. Anybody remembers anything related to trunk? Nothing. At least 2 answers should have been here. Trunk. What is a trunk? 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 Ah. Okay, what is truncation? Truncates. Truncation means cutting off, cutting down, pruning. There is a large tree trunk. We call it the trunk of a tree. The large central portion is called the trunk, tree trunk. Okay. And truncation means cutting off of the portion. You cut it down. Truncation, truncated. Okay. This will truncate the number to given integer value. Trunk. You cut the dot, remove the decimal portion, provide only the integer. We have already seen that int is a function. Listen, int function does the same and trunc function will also do the same. It will truncate. It will cut off the unwanted portion. Okay. Then we go on to, wait. We go to Excel for getting a little review. Then close it. Subtotal and sum. I will ignore subtotal and sum because we have already used all those things. I will listen. -2, -3. Sorry, +3. +5. Okay. I now call sum if okay. Range is A1 colon A5. I have numbers in the range of A1 and A5, whereas I wish to sum only the numbers which are greater than greater than uh, greater than 5. If I sum the numbers which are greater than 5, 5 will not be considered. 9 and 16, it should be 25. Greater than 5. What? Criteria within double quotes greater than 5. Okay. You listen. I have to apply a double quote and then enter the criteria. You just take this. Sorry. It's I double click this. You take a look at this formula. What I say is, I am not seeking the simple sum. I am seeking the sum in the range of A1 to A5 for numbers which are greater than 5. There are only two numbers greater than 5 in this range. One is 9, other one is 16. These two put together will give us 25 as the result. All the other numbers, including 5, -2, 4, 5, all these are what? All these are not greater than 5. Even 5 is less than 5. Less than or equals. It will be covered under less than or equals. It will not be greater than 5. Therefore, we get 25 as a result. You have to provide the criteria under which the calculation, the summation should be made. Okay. Sum if a particular condition is given, then sum if is supplemented by sum if. If you have more than one criteria, you may apply all the criteria using sum if followed by one yes. Whereas I am not wishing to confuse you too much. Okay. Then sum SQ. What is this? You don't calculate the sum. You look. I calculate the sum. You find that the result is 32. Listen. When you sum up all these 25 plus 4, 29. 34 is the result for all the positive numbers. Whereas I get 32 because there is a -2. There is one -2 which takes us down by 2 values. 34 minus 2 would be 32. This is the result we get. Whereas sum SQ will calculate the square of given numbers and add them together. When we take square of given numbers, -2 becomes +4. -2 into -2 will be what? Minus into minus plus, 2 into 2, 4. It will be +4. It will be +4. Therefore, sum SQ will calculate the square first and then add the numbers. All the numbers, whether positive or negative, will become positive. Will become positive under sum SQ. Trunk. I wish to truncate a given number. Okay, this is a given number. I would apply trunk to this number. Trunk equals TRUNC trunk. Bracket open. A9 is the cell value. I wish to truncate it with 2 decimal places. See what happens. 0.23. It stops with 0.23. Suppose I want 3 decimal places. I can truncate it with 0.234. Whereas I want 0 decimal places. No decimal places. Okay. It's truncated to the nearest integer alone. It's equivalent to int when we use 0 as a truncation value. Okay. Or you can specify the number of digits as you wish. Okay. Trunk will simply cut off the remaining portion. Truncation means cutting off. Done. With this, we come to the end of math functions and the end of today's theory portion. Okay, math functions are over with this.